Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to talk about Naked Lunch, Exterminate All Rational Thought. This is a film that was put out by David Cronenberg back in, I believe it's 1991. It is a semi-autobiographical film from William Burroughs. William Burroughs was a writer who had put out a bunch of novels, and this one was, again, semi-autobiographical. The reason for that is, I guess, I don't know a lot about William Burroughs. In the movie, the main actor, the main star, is Peter Wellers from RoboCop. Very weird role for him. And he's playing William Lee, who I guess is supposed to be William Burroughs. And he is high all the time, having crazy visions, and he shoots his own wife. So the movie starts out, and that happened to William Burroughs. So the movie starts out that our main character is an exterminator, and his wife and him are getting high on extermination powder. And she's a junkie, and she's also sleeping with his friends, it seems, or they're doing something, and he sort of doesn't care as long as he can kind of get high. He ends up supposedly, this is what I've read, playing a William Tell type of game with her where they put something on her head and he tries to shoot it off, but instead he kills her by accident. And the rest of the film is sort of visually very interesting with the characters and the mutants and stuff, but a strange film that to me doesn't really do much for me. Um, he goes on the run to some other country or something, and he is involved in this organizational feud between these underground organizations, and he has a bug that turns into a typewriter and speaks to him, and one of them is in one organization and one is in the other, and he finds out one of the typewriters, because he's a novelist, one of the typewriters is a spy, and then he has weird people all around him. Then at one point he starts to um, sexually experiment with being gay, and there's these alien creatures with these big heads that he sees, and they speak to him and try to get him to do certain things. It's very, very offbeat and weird. This was one of the movies I had gotten from the family friend, Steve, who had passed away. It was one that I wanted to own, but I know I didn't like it enough to buy it. So when I saw it there, I knew it would be something he would own, and I was very glad to put it back into my collection. It reminds me sort of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And the reason I say is it's a lot of strange imagery and weird stuff happening, and it's interesting, but it's not necessarily, to me, a great movie. It's okay. It's something that, like, every so often I'll forget exactly what it's about and I'll throw it on, and I'll sort of appreciate certain things, but they're both not really movies for me. I've never been into drugs, not my thing. Um, so I think I can't really relate. If you used to do drugs, perhaps, or have friends that did drugs, or like the weird, crazy imagery, you might like this film, but I really can't recommend it for anything else than an oddity. So some people like love it. Again, it seems like it resonates more with people who possibly had a past. So this is the Criterion DVD, and it looks good, and it sounds good, and there's a bunch of little extras on it. Let me know, guys. Have you seen Naked Lunch? And if you have, do you enjoy it, or are you kind of in the same boat as I am? Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.